walk away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. If you play better button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to the second episode of Checking These Damn Buttons. Hope you guys enjoyed the one earlier today. It actually had Dirty Low. He came back, he was in town. I threw him on an episode that was earlier today. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Now, back to the regular format. We got some hot-ass buttons we gotta check. Some of these just broke, I think, either last night or this morning. Either way, let's check them for the first time and wrap up this weekend right. Without further ado, let's go. All right, now into them first set of Betty versus Justin Wong. Betty versus Punk. Betty versus Daigo and the damn world buttons that need to be checked. So if you don't know, there was, I guess, the world's best Juri player. Is that what we're calling her? Or female Juri player? I'm not sure how you want to phrase that. Either way, we featured her on this channel before. She's been going around. I just learned of her this year. Whooping people's asses, right? Her thing is, and I love it, she's calling this thing the OG hunt. She's challenging, like, I guess, legends in Street Fighter, challenging them to the first to 10. As far as I know, in the FT10, she's fucking undefeated. That's as far as I know. Now, I've seen her play some online matches, and I'm gonna talk about those in a second. But because of that, she recently called out Justin Wong. Justin accepted, and they're apparently supposed to run the set at Evo Vegas.
I just got challenged, literally live and everything. I'm just here reporting. I don't even know. My job as a commentary might be gone after this, but at Evo Las Vegas, me versus Betty in Street Fighter 6. So stay tuned for more information about all that coming soon from Evo Socials.
I noticed that, well, I don't know if it's her, but somebody is posting sets like crazy of her basically playing fucking everybody. I noticed she actually played Punk and took like a round off him. But ultimately, Punk got in that ass. Then I noticed she played Daigo and took rounds off him. But ultimately, Daigo got in that ass. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is she means business. She out here challenging everybody. She wants all the smoke. She released another, I guess, clip from the Evo account. Check this out.
はい、たった今5時半とか終わって、12対1でアルさんを保護してきたところです。次の対戦相手誰だか分かってますよね。ジャスティン、覚悟しておいてください。
Well, soon after that, Justin to the Wong actually saw it and then did a reply himself. Check it out.
Evo is coming around the corner. And I've been hearing all this talk about me versus Betty and everything like that. And don't worry about what's happening in the background. I'm here with my child. And it doesn't matter because I'll still bring the heat. Betty, I know you're on a winning streak right now. I'm going to be the one to take it. I'm going to avenge all the OG sons out there that you just beat, especially Aru 12-1. That's crazy. But somebody's going to learn today, and it's not me. It's going to be you. See you at Evo.
Okay, so there you have it. Looks like it's going down. In a few days, we finally get Justin versus Betty. I don't think there's any money on it. I think they're just running it for street cred. She's up and coming. She's like, I'm taking out all the OGs. Justin says, you can take them out, but you're not going to take me out. Somebody going to learn today, and it's not going to be me. And I got to point this out, because some of you might be thinking it. This man, I mean, talk about dad life. Justin did the fucking video in the McDonald's playground. Literally, he was in the fucking McDonald's playground, and he even pointed out, look, just so you know what's going on, I got my daughter back here. Don't worry about that, though. Don't worry about that. This dude got a Big Mac, some fries, a chocolate shake. He got that all in front of him. He probably got a text from Evo, the people, the powers that be, say, hey, she just dropped a video. We need you to drop a response. He's like, well, I'm with my daughter. You know what? F it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Harper, you go in the ball pit or whatever, and I'm finna get in. I'm finna fire some shots back at Betty. The true manifestation of fuck them kids, right? He's at the damn playground. I love it. Dad life. That's what's up. But either way, it's coming around the corner. Betty, I mean, like I was saying, like online, I can't really go by all those sets for when it's online. For two, she challenges everybody. She doesn't win all the matches, but she does have an impressive record, if I could talk, in these fucking first to tens. Because as far as I know, like I said, she's undefeated in that. Like, I could be wrong, but I'm just going off what I'm reading and from the last time I remember reporting on her. Either way, it's happening. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up for them, I didn't think we had a grudge, but now I think we do. Buttons that need to be checked. We're talking about Arslan Ash. We're talking about Holy Knee, right? So we posted a video, just like a day or so ago, when me and Arslan were kind of going back and forth. Arslan made this video interviewing his people, talking about what rank do you think Brian is, and they were all like either top 5, but most of them were saying top 3 or top 1. Nee got pissed off. He's like, yo, why y'all coming at me? You're trying to get me nerfed. This is gonna affect my livelihood. This is bullshit. I don't even want to talk like this, but I feel like y'all is playing politics. So why you taking it there? Then he challenged Arslan, saying, let's run it. I'll play your character. You play my character. If my character is really that good, you should be able to beat me. Arslan said, let's fucking do it. Next time, what was it? Pakistan versus Korea. And then he said, whoa, why we gotta wait a year? If my man's really that good, you should be able to do it now. Other people said that to Arslan, but Arslan was like, I gotta learn the character. We're playing at high levels. You don't wanna give me the time to learn the character. So that was that whole thing. And it kind of unraveled. Well, apparently it gets even deeper because Arslan released another video. I guess this was him and his squad, and they were pointing out that Nee was one of the first ones to retweet the whole steroid thing. Remember when that steroid accusations came out? Well, not so much accusations, it was something that actually happened. But in the beginning, we didn't know if it was like Arslan was banned from the FGC or from every tournament, or did the steroids really have an effect on the video games? We were just like, what is happening? Steroids, video games, doesn't really make sense. So what the hell's happening? Because even the headline was like, Arslan is banned from tournaments or some shit. What was it? IESS or some shit like that. But then when we dug deeper, I released the episode saying, well, this seems to be bullshit. Yes, it did happen, but I guess he was banned from that particular tournament. It was lifted. And for some reason, on the day that it was lifted, all of this shit posted. You would think it would be posted when it actually happened, but no, it was posted the day that it lifted. Anyway, a lot of people were throwing around accusations, calling him a cheater. But at the end of the day, I would think if I'm going off most of the responses, including the video we did, most of the response was like, this is bullshit. Like, the steroids had nothing to do with it. It was literally him trying to gain some muscle in the gym, not him competing. And also, when you take into consideration that he was whooping ass way before that happened and whooping ass way after that happened. Anyway, now going back, when that did happen, Arslan caught a lot of heat, and Arslan realizes that, holy shit, Nee was one of the first ones to kind of put it out there. Check out the video.
The acquisition and the way he's been, is there actual beef here?
No, before I didn't think that he had beef, but I still don't understand why he shared that tweet. He was the first ever person to share that tweet, and then the rest of the world got to know because of him. I need an answer, Otherwise, this thing will stay inside me, Because so what do you think of? What you can think of this? Like, he's waiting for my downfall, right?
Yeah.
If you retweet my tweet that you can think damage my reputation and damage my career, then what can I think of you?
Exactly. And also, just to add here, Nee is a very humble guy, very, very good guy. All the time he has been. But he knows as well that whole IESF stuff is bullshit.
It's bullshit.
It's straight bullshit. Steroids don't make a difference on your reaction time. It makes it worse, actually.
Yeah, and then it proved, and then everyone took my side. But I was like, why he did that? Like, what was he thinking, So what I think is that he might have a grudge. I don't understand why. Because I just say Brian is top 3, that's why. So I think that's why I have been doing this whole stuff. Because I didn't answer, why he did that. And because of him, other people starting doing that. He could ask, in person about it, or I don't know. That's weird. That's really strange.
All right, so there you have it, man. So basically, Arslan's coming from the point of view saying, I noticed that he was one of the first ones to retweet that, to put that out there. And he was like, I didn't think we had a grudge like that, but now I'm thinking he has some type of grudge against me. And why? Just because I said Brian was top 3. And then he made the point saying, if somebody's putting something out there to damage my reputation, to prey on my downfall. And you retweet it to like give it more eyeballs, then obviously you agree with that. So why would you do that? Why would you try to hurt me like that? So that's why he's feeling some type of way, to the point where he's like, I need an answer. If I don't get an answer, it's going to stay with me. Then he makes the point at the very end of the video saying, if you really had a question, or if you really felt some type of way, you could have reached out to me, or the next time you saw me, you could have asked me about it. But instead of doing that, you kind of magnified this story to make it look worse. And in the interview, he did mention saying, at the end of it all, he feels that most of the FGC sided with him. And like I said, I agree with that, because a lot of people are like, bro, we're talking about fucking steroids. We're not talking about Adderall or anything else that's been in question. Now, that's not me saying that those are automatically cheater tools. I'm just saying those have always been questionable. You know what I'm saying? But steroids, we're like, what the fuck are we even talking about right now? So anyway, long story short, Arslan's saying, even though I feel like it kind of ended up okay, I just don't understand why he would go out of his way to do that. But that's where it lays. Other people I saw in the comments saying it's obvious y'all don't like each other. I remember comments from Nee or, back in the day. So that's why this is happening. Some people are saying it's childish. Just squash this fucking beef. We're talking about a character. But honestly, I do understand, because I feel like people are taking it, anytime nerfs and buffs come out, we always see pros either joking or for real talking about, why are you guys talking about my character? This is bullshit, or you're butchering my character. I have to flip to somebody else. And they get really frustrated to the point where they feel like they can't compete, or they just fucking disappear, or they just have to switch somebody altogether. I can imagine how frustrating it is when that's what you fucking do for a living and you're top 5 in the world, right? Some could argue top 1. And you have to go through these fucking buffs and nerfs every so often, and just when you thought you had a fucking grip on the meta, like, okay, I think I got me a game plan, they nerf. Or they buff somebody else, and you're like, holy shit, now everything's out of balance. It must be wonky as hell to deal with. I'm trying to take it from the perspective of the pros, because this is literally what they fucking do for a living. So all in all, what I'm trying to say is I can see why the pros get so mad and protective when it comes to nerfs and buffs. And if they feel like there's a fucking plan to like nerf them or take them out the game, because you also saw that comment where people were like, the only rise, you must be afraid of Nee, or you must be afraid of Arslan, right? You see these arguments, like the only reason why you want these characters nerfed is because you're afraid of the person that mains them. So there it lies, and I guess the most surprising thing out of all of this is we're always quick to say there's no real beef here, guys. It's just in the game. These guys are really friends, but every now and then, sometimes people really don't like each other, and in this case, the vibe that's obviously being put out is that there's a grudge. Now, it does seem that Arslan's surprised by it, saying, I don't know why he would go to that extent, because that's kind of hurtful. That's outside of the game. So maybe he has a grudge and I don't know about it, but I would like to know about it if you would reach out to me. And that's where it lies right now. How y'all feeling? Let me know. And that was Butt Check family. Definitely let me know how you were feeling. Appreciate the mad love. One more time, this is the second video of the day. We will see you tomorrow with 1 or 2. Evo is only a few days away. Holy shit, man. Hopefully we can get Dirty Low back here sometime soon. Me and him are talking about possibilities that we can do. That was, honestly, y'all, that was the first time I had seen him since he moved. And when did he move? Like fucking 3 months ago or something like that. He texts me every now and then. We talk about FGC stuff. But that was the literal first time that I had seen him since the man spread his wings and flew. You know what I'm saying? So either way, got some nice stuff planned for y'all. Evo around the corner. As always, I don't know what it is, but I know somehow, some way, it's about to get better. Love y'all, forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.